producers will have no incentive to pay more to produce content. Okay, so cable is still going to be.
But how are they paying more?
Have you heard of bandwidth? Have you heard of bandwidth? Have you heard that it costs money to put?
Yeah, but look at YouTube. Look at all the shit on YouTube.
Look at YouTube and look how much it cost them. All right, they didn't make any money for the first fucking 4 years, and they're probably barely making any money now.
They're profitable now.
Yeah, how much profit?
I have no idea. Well, Google doesn't reveal that.
Okay, right, exactly. So it was they paid $1.6 billion for it. Do you think they got their money back yet?
Probably not, unless they do something similar to Netflix, which they are doing.
Well, I'm just saying that a business, you're not going to get into a business where you're not going to make any money at it, okay? Google only bought YouTube because they're the demographic information. They want to do research on human behavior, so that's why they bought YouTube. It has nothing to do with producing videos or satisfying content needs or any of that other crap. It has to do with understanding human psychology so you can sell ads. Google is a marketing advertising company. All they wanted YouTube for is to do marketing research. That's the only value it has. They don't give a fuck about content. They're not making money on content. All right? So it's not even a good example.
The whole point of
a regular company trying to make money selling their content, their show, okay, they can maximize their profit margin by putting it on cable. They can't maximize it by spending a huge amount of money for server time and processing to serve it on the internet. I'm just saying that's the real world, okay? So you're only going to get the retreads on the internet, the stuff that isn't marketable on a cable channel because it's just such a niche audience that wants that content. And that's just the way it's going to be for a while. Yeah, well, you don't make money on that kind of stuff, though. Any of that smartphone crap, they're not going to make money on their phones for 10 years. That's like Microsoft when it made the Xbox. I mean, it lost a huge amount of money in the initial years. Google's just trying to get itself into other markets. It's basically just doing the diversity thing. So, in bad times, it'll have a hedge. So, but that's all the game they're playing. So I don't know if they're making any money yet with these things they're throwing out there, and they have so much cash to burn that they can afford to play the games. They can afford to get into the game. They can afford to lose money, lots of money. Yeah, well, Google's going down though hard because advertising's not. No one's going to be paying anybody to advertise anymore because there's not going to be any consumers with any money anymore. So all that crap is going to go away.
Well, isn't television advertising like a $60 billion industry? They could capture some of that.
Well, everybody's capturing it any way they can capture. They're capturing markets wherever they can. But the point is that it's a lot of wasted money. It's not, you're spending a lot of money on marketing. Okay, it's just people shoveling papers and designing cans and doing other kind of bullshit. It's not productive work. All right, so as an economy gets stressed, all that bullshit labor is going to go down the toilet. No one's going to be hiring people to waste time, figuring out what color is most appealing.
I mean, that's sort of the market that Facebook is in, because they know their users so well, they can cater advertisements that, would appeal to that customer base. So that's really what they're doing.
But if you look at what they're advertising too, they're still advertising crap. So I mean, they're still not getting premium dollar for their advertising time, obviously.
Yeah, it's still bullshit.
Because it's still crap that can't be making much money. So it's a very marginal. All I'm saying, it's a very marginal business, and it's not going to be any business at all in a stressed economy.
With Facebook is that once you put in that data, it's really difficult to get it out. Your contacts list, anything that you actually want to get it out, you can't because they don't allow you to.
I don't get the need for the whole thing. I don't even understand how it's even, I don't get it. I don't get the Facebook thing at all.
I don't get your Facebook thing. Like, I don't get your face.
Yeah, well, you don't need to. All you gotta know is I got boots. They're made for kicking.
I don't understand why you kicked me out of here. It's like the second you kick me out of here, the room just goes dead.
Oh yeah, we did fine without you. Trust me.
Look now, everybody's sharing.
It's dead when we're having a redundant fucking argument about complete bullshit. I mean, you have these dumb, idiotic fallacies about how somehow the rich people need your protection, and fuck you. I mean, we've had those arguments over and over and over again. I made it kind of simple. I mean, this is quite obvious a cheat. Wealth is a cheat. Inheritance is a cheat. If you don't get it, you're too stupid to waste my time. To be worth wasting my time.
Are you trying to say that rich people don't spend money? They don't buy things?
No, I'm saying they spend it badly, incredibly badly. They squander and waste human labor, making everything on Earth more expensive to every other legitimate consumer and producer. They waste, preposterous amounts of human work, sweat, sacrifice. Everything gets cheaper if you don't have rich people competitively distorting the market and making labor effectively more expensive to all of us.
Yeah, but I asked you, do rich people buy things? That was the question.
Irrelevant. They buy badly. They buy Gucci. They buy crap the world doesn't need to make. They buy yachts, you dumb fucker, that nobody gets any value out of. You can't, no, you don't tax, you tax their ownership, their claim of a right to income. That has to be taxed. The claim that they own, they're privileged, they're special, they're better, that you tax. Because that's the bullshit.
I think
you don't tax work. You tax fucking, whatever the word for that lazy bullshit is.
No, Nuke says she wants to buy a yacht. I think that yacht should come with a heavy tax. More expensive the item, the more tax.
Well, there's no fucking point in doing it that way, because then you're still giving them the profit in the first place. They shouldn't have the money for the fucking yacht in the fucking first place. They didn't earn the money. They have no right to the fucking money. They have no right to pay somebody to not do good, constructive, productive labor and instead waste their labor building yachts instead of building goddamn efficient automobiles, or instead of building internet infrastructure, or instead of building bridges, or instead of building a better road. Instead of doing all the fucking socially productive labor in the world, we shouldn't have these rich cunts wasting the money on the bullshit.
just don't get it. It's so sad. It's like he wants the rich people's money, trying to tell him how to get rich people's money, and you don't get it. Comes back.
You don't get it. You don't get it. There's only one thing in the world, and that is investment. What are we investing in? Okay? And investment is getting dictated by these rich fucks. They're the ones that create the waste and the squalor and the bullshit industries that our whole country is living on. Okay? We don't build anything, we don't make anything, we don't do anything fucking goddamn productive because of these fucking cunts. So I'll kick you a fucking... Well, you fully agree, but your solution is exactly the opposite. You fully agree and then do exactly what the rich man wants you to do. Okay? Yes, it's to protect their free fucking lunch. Protect their free lunch.
Hi, Nukes. Hi, Nuke. I never saw Kurt Cobain sleeping on anybody's couch. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he is Kurt. You know, about 3 years after he blew his brains out. It's exactly what old hack reminds me of. Zombie Cobain.
So
Zombie
rich
Cobain.
people buy really expensive houses, right? If a person bought a $10 million house and we had a 23% sales tax, what would that equivocate? $230,000 that he would have to pay in taxes just on his house alone, not counting the Lamborghini.
Yeah, well, there's no point in even calculating that because the price of housing in general goes up because of this wasted labor. Okay, so everybody else is going to pay more property taxes and all the other taxes the regular consumer, the regular human's going to end up paying because of that waste. It's still wasted labor. You just don't fucking get it. Doesn't matter what level you tax it at. It's still wasted labor. All right, and the necessary spending is always going to be the regular consumer. We don't want people to save fucking money. Okay, we want every dollar invested in the economy directly, immediately. Okay, no interest. Okay, every time there's savings, there's an implication that I now deserve interest. You don't want to pay interest. Interest creates inflation and also creates value for no fucking labor. You're still not getting it. Ownership is rent. As soon as you have interest, as soon as you have fucking savings, you have this implication of rent.
Hi, Rami. Fucking socialist, liberal, pinko scum.
Yeah, well, he's about as socialist as you.
Yeah, I was being facetious.
Doesn't matter. It's the truth. You're not one of us. You're one of them.
Not a fucking commie.
That's right. You're not a fucking interested in fairness. You're interested in maintaining the cheat, the thieves, the stealers, the lazy rich who sit on their ass and say, I own. You're an elitist, fascist, motherfucking piece of shit. Good night. Yeah, well, I think the argument's more than wearing army boots, but whatever. It's more than just some cheap critique, I'm just going to rag on old hacks for the sake of ragging on him. No, his politics is shit. There's no fucking point in him